Hey up, I'm Alex, I'm the Knight DigiDestined, and we are once again revisiting the glorious year of 1997 with the original Digital Monster version 1, 2, 3 and 4. And one of them's beeping right now. So, as you can see, we have raised Agumon, Gabumon, Patamon and Beomon, and in this DigiDestined diary we're not actually aiming for Ultimate. This time through I'm doing the poster boy hatch. So each of the original version 1 to 4, each device had a poster boy featured on the packaging of the original Japanese release of the device, and those Digimon were all champions, and they're not the easiest ones to raise. And inspired by some cards I recently acquired, I decided I would take on the challenge of raising all 4 of them. So, each Digimon that appears in the V-Pets have different evolution requirements, different conditions you have to meet in order for your Digimon to digivolve into them, and I want to show you what some of those are. So, our first test subject is Agumon, and I want to show you Overfeed. Now, this is one that I didn't even know existed until I was well into my adult phase of Digimon collecting. So, here you can see his hunger hearts have depleted by 2. I always wait till 2. I don't know if it works at 1, but it definitely works at 2. So just to be safe, let him go down to 2. Then go to the food and just stuff him. Keep feeding him. Gone way past the 2 that he would normally need to fill up his hearts, and we're just going to keep stuffing him until he refuses. Look at that. He's just full and he's like, no, stop feeding me. Once he does that, that is 1 overfeed. Now we have to wait for those to deplete again and do another one because Agumon needs at least 3 overfeeds. Our next test subject is Gabumon. So one of the evolution requirements we need with Gabumon is training. He needs at least 5 but no more than 31. So the version 2 trains like so, and it is hell. That's a fail. There we go, fill it up. That's 1 and we need 5. And speaking of training, let's just revisit our boy Agumon. So he's the version 1, and on the version 1 the training works a little bit differently because it's counted towards your evolution whether it's successful or whether it fails. It doesn't matter, as long as you click on the training icon, that counts. And this is particularly challenging because Agumon, his requirements are between 5 and 15. So even if you fail, it still counts towards the evolution. And the version 1 training is like this. You have to press up or down. So, and it's best of 5. So there's 1. Hit block. That's 2. 3. 4. There we go. 3 versus 2. So we won. And that's 1 single training. And still on the topic of training, actually, each version has a different training method. So on version 3, here's our Patamon looking nice and orange. It's a nice and easy one. We just power up the bar. It's the easiest one, I think. There we go. Buzzing, and that's successful. And our final test subject, Beomon, on the version 4. Let me just show you her training. We have to stop it at 100%, and for some reason it's way easier than the version 2, which is also kind of like a timing game. See, 2 out of 2, pretty buzzing. Great job, Beomon. And for Beomon's evolution, we actually need to train more than 32 times, so let's get that grind on. Spiral Twister! And what's the point in walking anywhere if you're not walking with your Digimon Vital Bracelet? This is Chaosdramon, one of my all-time favourite Mega Level Digimon. We've activated Adventure Mode and we're going to kick some ass. Let's rock! So let's walk and talk a bit. I want to know what your favourite Digimon V-Pet is. So favourite and best is a completely different thing for me. My absolute favourites, hands down, are these original Digital Monsters. They are just so magical to me. Yes, I know probably most of that is nostalgia, but still, these things never fail to fill me with the fuzzies. I think the best, objectively speaking, is the Digimon X2 or 3, but my favourite hands down will always be the originals. So yeah, with that in mind, let me know what your favourite is. And what do I love so much about the Digimon originals? So yes, probably 90% of it is nostalgia, but let me tell you about the things that are genuinely dead ace about them. First up, they're so slow, especially the version 1. After version 1, they sped things up a tiny bit, but it's still like a really long process raising one of these things. Your average run with one of these will be probably about 2 weeks, but even then your Digimon can live to 20 days and beyond. So it's really good. It gives you real time to appreciate your partner and bond with your partner, something that I think we kind of miss out on a bit with some of the new V-Pets, where you can just progress your way straight up to Mega in a day. Personally, that takes a bit of the magic out of it for me, but whatever. Next, as with all the old ones, the fact they're on screen the whole time, again, it just makes them feel a bit more alive. You know, every time you glance down at them, they're there looking back at you, doing their thing, just being dead ace. Next, just how goddamn mysterious these things are, especially raising them as a kid in the West, because we had no guides. This was back in the day before internet guides and walkthroughs and stuff. It was just guesswork. You know, I remember in our playground, the general theory was that if you let your Digimon crap enough to get injured, you was going to get Numamon. That was kind of as much as we ever figured out, and even that was wrong. You know, we used to look at like the weight and think that would affect it. It doesn't really affect anything that I've since discovered. So yeah, like overfeed, I never knew that was a thing. Same with like sleep disturbance, one that I haven't covered in this video. So yeah, it was just so mysterious. It's just like playing Digimon World 1, you know, you feel like you're doing it with a blindfold on all the time. But even now, with the guides and everything explained to us, it's still very challenging, which makes it very rewarding. Digivolve into Ultimate, even if you meet all the perfect conditions, there's still a chance you're going to fail, which again makes it so rewarding when you get to it. Why am I so puffed out? Man, I'm getting unfit. Okay, my battery's dying, but it's happening. I hope the battery can last for this battle. It's Brachiomon. What a sick Digimon. Brachiomon made an appearance in Digimon World 1, and it's kind of weird because they gave him a full 3D model, but he's only stood in one place in the whole game, and it's off screen. You have to kind of go and look for him. So I find that really cool. They went to the whole effort of programming a full 3D model for him, and he doesn't really do anything. Cool, one hit, boom, buzz in, here comes Brachiomon. Go, Chaos Dramon! There comes the critical. Brachiomon's dodged it. Come on, here we go. There we go, finished him. Buzz in, well played, Chaos Dramon. You the man. Phone's about to die and I can't remember where my car is. So we're gonna have to open a Digiport and head back to HQ. Digiport, open! Buzzing. Alright, so we're back in HQ, and the next evolution requirement I want to show you is a common one throughout all Digimon V-Pets, care mistakes. So, as you can see here, Gabumon's call light in the bottom right corner is come on. When that light comes on, it beeps like it did at the beginning of this video. So we see that call light come on. This means Gabumon is desperate for something. So we go to his parameters. His hunger is completely empty. The dude is starving. So if you don't want the care mistake, you have to feed him before that call light goes off. If you do want the care mistake, which we do, we have to wait for that call light to go off on its own. This usually takes between 20 and 30 minutes. So yeah, we're just going to wait until that call light goes off. Then we're going to feed him and resolve the mistake, and then that counts as one care mistake. Cool. So while we wait, it's time for Pack of the Day. Another pack of double diamond Digimon card game. First, let's clear a little bit of space. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. It's Belluchimon, Parasaurmon, Nanimon, such a dude, drawn by the legendary Kenji Watanabe. Next up, we've got King Kakumon. Next up, we've got Apemon. We've got Toy Agumon, the clear version. We've got Modiki Betamon, Pile Volcamon, Teropyamon, one of the coolest Ultimate Digimon of all time ever. Ornismon, that is just such a badass. I've never really had a proper close look at this. But we can see Saberdramon. It looks like they're wreaking havoc in a city. Looks pretty badass. We've got Morphomon and Cutting Edge. Buzzing. Time lapse. Buzzing. Here we go. So the call light's gone off, but his hearts are still empty. So let's give him some food. Care mistake achieved. Right, so for the last part of this segment, we're going to do a tournament. So we're going to do Agumon versus Gabumon, Patamon versus Biyomon, and then the winner of those two go head to head for the point at rookie level. So first up, it's brother against brother, Agumon versus Gabumon. Agumon wins, and as you can see, Gabumon has an injury. To heal that, we go to the bandage. He's really not happy. Press it again, and there we go. So Agumon's through to the next round. Next up, Patamon versus Biyomon. Patamon wins, so the final round is Patamon versus Agumon. Let's rock! Patamon on the version 3 is the winner of the rookie stage. See you in the next bit where we'll hopefully be at champion level. Terrible news. I'm just sat here hanging out with my dudes, doing a bit of training, doing a bit of stuff, and I hear a very strange beep, the sound of a reset. For whatever reason, my version 4 has just reset itself. I am gutted. These rookies are due to Digivolve anytime now. And now we're back at baby. That is so annoying. The poster boy hatch is ruined. Bloody hell. Bugger. So here we are at what should have been the grand finale. It's still the finale, but now it's more like a bittersweet finale because, yeah, my version 4 just reset itself. I was sat there just doing a few battles and stuff. Version 3 and version 4 were battling. At the end of their battle, version 4 just reset itself. It was the sound it makes when you press the reset button, not the death song. So it hadn't died of injuries or anything like that. It was as though when I reset it to hatch the egg, maybe the button hadn't come fully up and it was just kind of almost connecting, and that whole thing was just on borrowed time. But it really sucks because the other three were successful, so we were so close. It's like every time I set myself one of these challenges, something always goes wrong and it's exhausting. But let me introduce you to the squad. So first up on version 1 is Tyrannomon. I've said this loads of times before, but it is some of my favourite Digimon trivia. Tyrannomon was the first ever Digimon. Pretty cool. And my Vital Bracelet's Digivolving. The party is being crashed. Angoramon, Digivolve to... Commandomon. Ikakumon with a jazzy hat. Splendid. As I was saying, Tyrannomon, the original poster boy of the version 1 VPET. So this alternate art card is in the style of the original version 1 VPET packaging. Next up on version 2, our Gabumon Digivolve to Garurumon. And Garurumon's out of crap. There we go. Garurumon. So yeah, once again, Garurumon was the poster boy for version 2. Looking absolutely ace. On version 3, our Patamon digivolved into the big bad Ogremon. Such a great design of a Digimon. Brilliant, dude. Looks absolutely amazing. Even cool down to the fact that it's an orange background for an orange VPET. Really, really cool. And yeah, version 4 Biyomon was on track to digivolve into Kowagamon, but that failed. So we've got Biyomon. Luckily I've got an alt art Biyomon as well, so it's still kind of relevant, but I'm really annoyed. Proper gutted, because ever since seeing these alt art cards with the, you know, the original version 1 to 4, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely going to raise all 4 of them. It's going to be amazing. It was a really fun challenge to try and take on. And now it's kind of shafted it, because by the time Biyomon gets to digivolve into Champion again, these 3 will either be digivolve into Ultimate or dying. So I'm pretty sure we've gone way out of sync now, and I just don't have the time to do this all again. So I'm going to see this through to the end anyway. I'll probably put a clip on at the end when Biyomon becomes Kowagamon so we can get that shot. But I really wanted to get all 4 of them together at the same time with the cards. Yeah, right, so unfinished business. Version 3 was the champion of rookie level. Now let's see who wins at champion level. Biyomon, because you screwed up, you've still got to fight. So we're going to have Tyrannomon versus Garurumon, Ogremon versus Biyomon. And then the winner of those 2 matches will go head to head for the champion of the champion round. Let's rock! Ace, so Garurumon goes through to the next round. Next up, the big bad Ogremon versus Biyomon. No real surprises there. Ogremon wins. So, Garurumon versus Ogremon. Here we go. No way, version 3 wins again. So version 3 is the champion of the poster boy hatch. Amazing. Congratulations, Ogremon. You are the man. Look at him. Amazing. Here you go, mate. Have a victory meal on the house. Whatever you want. All you can eat. Look at him chowing down. Looking ace. Sick. Let's see a flex as well, mate. Show us what you got. Well played, Ogremon. You the mon. Okay, don't go anywhere. I've got other stuff. So, I got a letter from a good friend of mine, Mr. Matt55. So, let's open it up and see what we've got. Cool. Mr. Matt has sent me some stickers. So, we've got Wormmon, one of my all-time favourite partner Digimon. We've got Shoutmon, tribute from my daughter, Luna. Guilmon, another of my all-time favourite partners. That is really cute. That's a nice pose. Beautiful. And we've got Elecmon for my wife's partner, Digimon. So that is ace. Thank you, Mr. Matt. Really appreciate you sending me those. I will definitely be adding them to either my Sticker Bomb desk or my Sticker Bomb Digimon card game deck box. Cool. Thank you, dude. Something else to show you, just a tiny little collection update. So as you may know, if you've been here a while, I was collecting the Japanese releases of the Digimon X's. Yeah! Oh yeah! I got both colours of version 1, both colours of version 2, but version 3, things were a bit tighter, so I could only stretch to one of them. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I filled in the missing piece of the puzzle. I've got the X3 yellow. I had to pay scalper prices for this, but yeah, I got a little bonus at work 1 month and I just treated myself. I actually ordered this months ago and it's only just arrived. But yeah, finally I could fill in that gap and complete my Japanese X3 collection. So the X3 yellow is the Gankumon X device, as you can see there. Cool. And one final thing, let's go for pack of the day. One last pack for the road. Digimon card game, double diamond. Let's see what we've got. We've got Dragomon, Ginkakumon, Parabolic Junk. We've got Modiki Betamon, Mr. Punchman, Petaldramon. I love that Digimon, that is so nice. He's such a cool dude. Next we've got Kinkakumon, we've got BBmon, we've got Mojamon selling stuff. We've got Impmon looking ace, look at him charging up his attacks and that, looking sick. We've got Entmon, another ace green Digimon. He's like a rotten tree thing, he's just such a beast. And lastly we've got Eosmon, super rare. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. It has been absolutely ace rocking the poster boy hatch and firing up the Digimon originals again. I absolutely love these things. They are hands down my favourite device ever. They're not the best, but they are my favourites. I just think they're just brilliant, you know. There's an imagination required, you know. To some people, right there, that's just some pixels moving around a screen. Not to me. This thing is a portal to another dimension. This is a little viewing window that we can see into a whole new world. So this just represents the Tyrannomon that is in the digital world. There is my own real Tyrannomon there in the digital world doing his thing, and he's relying on me to feed him, to train him, and to just absolutely love him. So yeah, I see these things as a link between worlds and a connection to a partner Digimon, and I just absolutely love it. Imagination required. And yeah, don't forget to tell me what your favourite Digimon V-Pet is. And I hope that after this clip, I can end on a clip of my version 4 with Kawagamon on it, with the Kawagamon card, just to complete the poster boy thing. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay ace. Don't go anywhere, it's not over yet. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in a crazy twist of fate, may I introduce you to Kawagamon! We did it! Yes! Against all odds, Biyomon has redeemed herself. Look at this! Kawagamon, the missing piece of the puzzle. I am buzzing. I really didn't think she'd have time to catch up before the other guys started to digivolve or die. But no, like a pro tamer, we've managed to do it. Look at this. So stoked. So stoked. I thought we'd failed this. Just look at that for a collection of badass mons. Challenge complete. I'm so buzzing. So Ogamon's still the champion, and he'll be at a disadvantage now because he's old. But let's give Kawagamon one last fight against the champion. Deserves it after making this last-minute appearance. So, a new challenger approaches. Ogamon versus Kawagamon. The final showdown. Here we go. Buzzing. Ogamon's still the king, which I'm really happy about. It would have been sad if this last minute challenger would overthrow him, because the version 3 has kicked ass throughout this. So yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Poster boy hatch complete. So yeah, for the last time in this video, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay ace, keep rocking. Peace.